Hey everyone, I hope that you are doing well today. Had to do this review on the movie Straw, Tyler Perry, and yes, I will be doing a video on the Tyler Perry lawsuit. We have to have the discussion. The movie Straw. Some people say, well, they didn't like it. It's fine. But you know what I will say about the movie Straw? It highlighted, in my opinion, the ugly truth we don't want to face in the community. Mm-hmm. It highlighted the ugly truth that a lot of us do not want to face in the community. As a black woman, you can hardly catch a break. Look what happened. Dealing with that old bozo racist cop on an ego, that's getting it started. So having to deal with not even idiosyncratic, but just mind-boggling, hateful attitude of a person from the majority in the community. And then within your own community, there's no safety zone. Oh, look, couldn't wait 3 days. The black woman just had to put her out. You said you were going to be here within the clock. Life happens. Life happens. See, what this movie showed to me, it showed the reality. It showed the painful reality that some of us don't want to admit. You can't, as a black woman, you can never catch a break. As a black woman, there's no safety net. You can be a criminal male in the community, and trust me, you'll have more support than a positive male trying to do something. Let's be realistic. This community is known for killing, for unaliving their business owners, for robbing them. But be one that just came home from jail. You might have caught 5 bodies. I can guarantee you, he gonna find some place to stay. Somebody gonna take him in. Oh, we can't judge. We can't judge, and that's the problem right there. We judge the women every day. This movie highlights how a black woman just can't catch a break. It is a painful reality that some want to negate. This movie highlights it. On the job, how that man was talking to her. Ooh, man, I want to come through that screen and just, ooh, just give him a little touch. What, a bat, maybe? No, we don't condone violence on the show unless it's necessary. But anyway, no, don't condone any violence. Talking to her like that. So in the community, you got some old raggedy, heartless. I'm sure she carried a seed of poverty, raggedy black woman. Can't wait to go ahead and everything. And just talking loud. So everybody can hear. Just talking loud. Love negative attention. Let's not pretend that Bonquifa does not exist. She even exists on the jobs, in the community. Couldn't wait to put out. Can't see a courtesy call. She's okay. What's going on? Then on the job, you got him hiding like something crazy. A store that size, you need to have more than additional 2 workers, sir. But I know you're trying to maximize your profit. So dealing with the cop, carry the seed of poverty D. And I'm not going to run the spoiler for those who haven't seen it about the child. Carry the seed of poverty D. It's always on you. Always on you. No compassion to be found. And then luckily, you have Tiana Taylor. Love her. Oh man, how she handled things. Want to Sherry Shepherd. Those 2 characters. That's not common. The movie shows the painful reality that black women live every day. Everything is always on you, and you can't catch a break. They say when it rains, it pours. When you're a black woman, when it rains, look out for the tsunami because it's coming. It showed the painful reality that some don't want to face. You want to go ahead and smile for the camera. Everything's great, and it's not. Maybe for some it was too real. Maybe for some they might have seen themselves in it. So now the vehicle is told or had a proper registration. You're the one that's attacked by the cop, but oh, you're the one that got it. Then you lose your job. There was no man to call, no baby daddy, father the child. It was just all on her. She had the last straw. That's why we say don't carry the seed of poverty. That's why I say don't carry the seed of poverty thee. It will ruin thee. This makes life a lot more harder. I'm starting to think a lot of these women, they're creating children because they're trying to create a family and get that love they never got to begin with. So they don't mind creating a seed of poverty. You have to know at this point, these men gonna leave you hanging, right? You have to know at this point, and it's in all races. We just have a higher issue with it. You have to know at this point, people act one way, yeah, that's how it normally starts with baby mama. And then you thinking he's got your back and everything, and then all of a sudden life gets really real because hey, we're having a baby, and next thing you know, you're gonna unmask the seal. You're gonna unmask the facade. This movie highlights the reality again that some don't want to face. You can't catch a break. Where's the love for the community? That's why I tell black women, all women should be selfish, especially black women. You should be doubling down on it. Always assuming the worst. No compassion. You're just on your own. And then the cop. She says, he's going to kill me, going to kill me. I'm like, okay, so it was taking too long to get to it. Find the one who says he's going to kill her. Why? Because when black women complain, it's just dismissive. Oh, she just saying that to try to get out of something. Like that, Dr. Jackie on Married to Medicine to get out of work. It wasn't taken out of context, honey. One thing black women will do, and that is work. That is work. Like she's still working and probably the main breadwinner for she and Curtis. I'm just saying. To get out of work. We can't afford to because it's not like the men are working supporting the families. 84% of breadwinners. This reminds me, and real quick, like I said, it just shows reality. Even when it came down to the cop, and then they finally got to it. I'm like, okay, so how long is it gonna take for them to try to find out why she's saying this? As if as if she's just talking, open up her mouth to see if sound come out. Then they're asking Becky, the other police officer. She was there on, at the time. Finally got down to it, asking her about it. All of a sudden, she tried to pretend like she got CRS. I don't, something like she didn't know. What the hell you mean you don't know you were there? All of a sudden, true to form, she gonna come up like she got CRS. And if somebody's wondering what's CRS, selective memory, CRS, I'm gonna say CHIT. CRS, can't remember shit. All of a sudden, she gonna try to CRS card. She can't remember shit. Who it is. Then finally she did. They're not playing with her. True to form, they protect their own. True to form. This movie here, it was just too real. Well, man, I had to like kind of pause a little bit. It was getting me a little emotional. It highlights the pain that black women live through every day. And if the one bank teller didn't have that video going, it would have been a whole different narrative. All stressed out, can't afford the therapy, even if it's free therapy. How's she going to be able to get there and juggle and manage time? Children that are sickly, you got to go through it all by yourself. Even she being a movie star, and she's an excellent actress. Talked about being a single mother, how it was very hard. She raised her son. Her children's father, I believe he was unalived at a very young age. Hmm. So she raised her child, her son by herself. He's a college student now, as I understand. But it just highlights always the worst is assumed. Where was the village? Everybody's on their own. Where was the village? Can't catch a break. Everything is on you. Again, I keep on saying be selfish with your time, with your body, with your mind. Do not let low vibrational people occupy your time. It's not worth it. Where was the understanding and the compassion? Had to go through so much. The part about her going to the job, it reminded me of a company that still advertised on TV, a major company. I worked, that company, I worked there and I learned a lot. But fast forwarding, well, rewind the tape rather. It reminded me of a time I'll never forget. I was going to the ladies' room, and so was another girl. And the other lady, the company paid well. Heck, you know, it paid well. We had really couldn't complain about the pay. It was a lot of hard work, but it paid well. And it taught me, even today, believe it or not, that company's helped me because it taught me critical thinking skills more so, more analytical. It's helping me right now. Just my training, just putting that hat on. I'll never forget. A black woman was going to the ladies' room. We both were. She was in front of me and I was behind her. Now, the one in front of me, and you know how everybody kind of knows everybody's business. The company was paying well, but she was a single mother. The father was like non-existent. You would think she got pregnant by some Cheerios, but the father was non-existent, okay? And we all had decent vehicles. Her vehicle, um, it it was like it could fall. I'm not knocking it. Now, me, I do like older vehicles. Oh, trust me. We'll have a newer one. You'll see me. I like older vehicles, and that's just me. But it's like, hey, that's just my personality. Hey, I want to try this one. I want this over here. That's just me, and I'm kind of I don't say motorhead, but I like older vehicles, and I have one that I did purchase recently, and it's like, wow, I kind of like that one. It's like, man, this is you know what I mean. I was supposed to flip it, but that ain't gonna happen. But this girl's vehicle, it's like it needed like some serious maintenance, and it's like one of the doors to get in, you have to go on that side and scoot over, that kind of deal. She was a single mother and she struggled, and with daycare, it was eating up her check, and she just let herself go. You understand? Just let herself go. And she was a plus size girl, not the pretty full figure kind or the big girl that's got to go. She was not that girl. No, she was not that big girl that was fashionable and fun, and you know you've seen those chicks that taking pride in themselves, honey, full figure. She was not that girl. She was a big girl that just let herself go. She just looked tired and worn out. She looked tired and worn out. So as we're going to the ladies' room, one of the managers, Gupta, she's walking down the hall. I'm behind her, and we hear the door. I hear the door open, and he calls out her name. And the way he said it was very rude. He said to her, I will never forget, because I thought, oh, I guess I'm going to be next, so I'm kind of waiting for, like, what? I had an interaction with him. He was always professional. Me, always been kind of a fashionista. Love clothes has always been a fashionista. Trust me, my family tell you, oh, yeah, I've done a deep cleaning of the closet. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to try, yeah. So anyway, he comes down, opens the door open, and he's like, so and so, you're going, where are you going? It's like, I turn looking like, well, it's obvious should be going to the ladies' room. What the hell is this? It's not rocket science. And she's like, go to the bathroom. Well, you need to hurry up. He was talking to her so rude. And I looked at him. She was like, okay, okay. I won't be long. I won't be long. I won't be long. What the hell is this? What in the HE double hockey is this? And I turned and looked at him. And with him, he just looked at me, just kind of, just smiled like, oh, like everything's fine. No, it wasn't fine. The way he talked to her, it was so mean. And this was not a woman who was like, oh, maybe she was trying to avoid her job. No, she was not. She was a hard worker. She was professional. She did her job. No. But see, I think he did that because he knew that he could. I think it's called, oh, she's at the bottom of the barrel. I can talk to her any kind of way. I worked at the very same company. I got a promotion one time and it was salary. But then I realized, oh, the salary is not matching up with what's needed to do this job. So I started working. Sometimes I would come in a few hours on a Sunday, trying to stay up. Then, and one of my favorite, I mean, I had some pretty good people there that I worked for, I must say. I had a black female boss. She was so awesome. She was so awesome. And actually, she was like way up. She was so awesome when it came Christmas time. She would come to work, honey. That was her Christmas week. I worked for her a year. She was just so freaking wonderful to me. She really was. So Christmas time came, honey. I was raising money, donations. She came to work one day, and at the door was a pile of gifts. I'm only trying to get, like, at the time, maybe like $75. Man, shoot, for her, I ended up getting $125. So I went and bought, I said, well, we can go ahead and get this gift from that gift. And we bought her a nice gift. Then I said, oh, somebody else said, oh, I didn't get the tube, but gave you some more money. I'm like, man, oh my goodness. So I'm like, well, I don't want to turn the money away. So I just go to the mall again. And with the rest of the money, I said, I got some extra money. So then we bought her another gift. And she comes to the door of the office, and it was gifts outside the door. Outside the door. It was too funny. They had two managers, and then one was down the hall. A white gentleman. He was cool, but I remember him when that happened. He came up by my desk talking to me, and I was like, "You hadn't talked before," and I was like, "Oh, he must trying to say like reminder." I report to her. You're cool. I don't report to you, but I'm not coming for no gifts. That's your team. I'm on her team because she was so wonderful. She really was. Oh my goodness, couldn't help but love her. But this guy, the way he talked to that woman, I knew then he's probably, looking at her physical and how she carries herself, and she seemed just downtrodden. Don't let a man get you down that bad. I don't care to see the poverty D. It reminded me of that. And he was loud. That's why I turned around and looked. All because she was going to the bathroom. Shouldn't have to explain that to you. So what are you dealing with? Care to see the poverty D? It's all on you. Eating food becomes your comfort. No one to help her out. No father to say, hey, let me try to help you get a better car, co-sign for it. That's how most dads do. Our father gave our three of us, we got our vehicles from our dad. No father to help with the vehicle. Sure, no baby daddy. It's all on her. And you need the job. She told us child support, she knew what a joker was. No child support, so just her income. And then you got to go to work and somebody talking disrespectful to you. This movie showed the reality of a lot of black women. I'm not a perfect person, but if I can be positive, I will. Small things. Black women, we're all we got. So we can sit up here and fight each other like fools. We're all we got. We don't have to be on the same page. Listen, one subscriber here said, hey, simply, I love you, but I'm going to have to disagree with you. And she gave a point of view. Wow, something to consider. See, that's how positive black women can interact. Oh, I don't like what you said. And I just sent her a little thing back. Okay, that right there is cool. Yeah, we can agree and disagree. You betcha. Love you too, sis. That's how decent black women do. And see, those kind, if we have it in our network, we're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. Why? That may be our norm because that's who we are because we're like so cute and so fabulous. But that in that movie, like the one with the ring, let's not pretend that that does not exist. That boss in that movie, the one, was it Thurman? I forget his first name. Let's not pretend that that does not exist. You already in an environment you don't have enough workers. They need to hire more people. But I understand as a business owner, he's trying to maximize his profit. That right there with the holder, she just happened to beat her man. She just wants her darn check. You know that little piece of job ain't paying much. Always got to be in the mail. Hand her the darn check, clown. That was making me upset. Oh, you in on it? Always assuming the worst. Always assuming the worst. The last straw. She'd had the last straw. She'd had it. And again, if that video camera was not there, she'd be seen as, oh, she the worst one. But it would be a whole new narrative. Well, stop and think. How many times has that happened in real life? And then in real life, she'd be going to jail. But luckily, some of the people there, had a conversation, could tell what happened. And that video was there as well. She'd had the last straw. Again, this movie, I think it painted a harsh reality that some of us don't want to face in the community. Some of us don't want to face that this exists. Self-preservation is key. It is. Self-preservation is key. Don't carry the seed of poverty D. By now, I don't know who didn't get the memo. I mean, it must be the hypnotic rhythm. And that's hard to change. The last straw. Somebody somewhere, we don't know who it could be. Hope it's not you or me. It's going to have the last straw today. But this is just it. They can't take it. And things spiral out of control. And you can't go home. What black woman do you know she can go home and take a break? Very few. But somebody, it can be a loser, a low-life, low-vibrational, crime-ridden bum. He could be a trafficker of children. Somebody gonna take him in. Oh, we having a party because he getting out of jail. Meanwhile, the mammy or somebody gonna take him in. Where can a black woman go to get a break? Where? Who can she depend on to show her just an ounce of compassion? It's not there. So this movie, to me, represents a painful truth. A truth that some of us don't want to adhere to. We don't want to acknowledge this exists. But for some, it is our painful reality. She had the last straw. And in this economy, some people don't have compassion. I got a news flash for you. The way things are working, let's hope if you don't give it, guess what? You might need it. Anyway, let me know what you all think. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share them out.